Hey everybody, Chad Wesley Smith here. Today we're going to be bringing you 5 tips to improve your bench press with my lovely assistant, multiple-time American record holder in the bench press, Maddie Sayinda. How you doing, babe?
I'm doing good.
Good. All right, so our first tip to improve your bench press is going to be to set the rack high. So too often you see people, where they're setting the rack and they're having to do like a half of a rep to even take the bar out of the rack. So if we have Marissa's rack too low here, then when she gets under there to bring it out, even if she has someone giving her a lift off, it's hard to get it in that right position because we're lifting the bar up too much. Conversely, of course, the other side of that is going to be that the rack is too high, and now to get the bar out of the rack, you're pulling yourself out of that tight upper back position. So what we want is sort of the maximum height that you can reach the bar from, so that when you take the bar out, whether you're doing a self handoff or getting a unrack, that you're just barely clearing the hooks, so you're able to retain as much energy as possible without doing a half rep to get it out, and you're not pulling yourself out of the proper position. So our second simple tip to improve your bench press is going to be to glute bridge to find your setup. So as Marissa begins to set up, and if you've seen bench videos of her in competition or in training, she does this all the time, puts her feet up on the bench, raises her hips as high as she can, and is digging her weight into her traps, getting her weight up as high on her traps as possible. When you do a glute bridge, it makes it really simple to feel that pressure high on the traps, and then to maintain that pressure as you walk your feet down into your starting position. A simple tip to improve your bench press is just going to be to squeeze the bar. You want to squeeze the bar as hard as you can in your hands. It's going to send tension throughout your entire body, especially when dealing with like football players and other sport athletes. You'll see them almost open their hands at the top, and the bar is just kind of sitting in their palm. But if you want to bench press as much weight as you can, you want to be white knuckling that thing. So thumb around the bar, squeezing the bar as hard as possible. Fun behind the scenes fact, the white knuckle is a reference to an Always Sunny episode when they're talking about a girl who gives too tight of hand jobs. They called her the white knuckler. So our next tip to improve your bench press is to keep your arms stacked throughout the lift. We want to see the bar directly over your wrist directly over your elbow. So whether you're looking from the side, from the feet, from the head, when the bar is on the chest, bar is over wrist is directly over elbow. If you're overly tucking your elbows, we're going to fail to keep that position, or if you're overly flaring your elbows, you're going to fail to achieve that position. And there's just going to be a loss of force as you push into the bar. It's just not going in the right direction. So everything's stacked on top of each other. Bar over wrist over elbow. Our next tip to improve your bench press is about leg drive. It's going to be to drive your toes into the end of your shoes. So when you're getting leg drive in the bench press, and we want to make it a full body lift. You want to be kicking your feet down and out into your shoes, not pushing straight down. So a simple cue is if you're to cover the athlete's foot, which I can't step on these cool shoes, is that Marissa's trying to wedge her toes underneath my hand. She's definitely not lifting up on my hand, and she's not just pushing straight down with her heel either. She's driving her toes into the end of her shoes, which is going to drive her energy back towards her head and create the proper bar path of up and back that we're looking for. Hopefully you learned something helpful that's going to help you put some more pounds on the bar. Please subscribe to the channel. Check out jtsstrength.com for all our apparel, books, online coaching options, and download the Juggernaut AI app for Apple and Android.